Want to play? Great light, everybody. I'm back with the new one. Look at my tree in the background. It's Christmas. Oh, yeah. Okay. So today I wanted to do a video. I wanted to talk more about these cards. Okay. And just the package. Let's just look at the package together and see how it's with the moon. Show you a little bit about how I do my deciphering, how I play with the scripts, how I flip them all around and find new stuff, find new doors. So, I've talked before about how the letters are the numbers, right? And how they can flip through the mirror. And I've showed you the mirror before, and it's like really awesome to use the mirror. So I've also done some other words in my stuff, like Neo, and how he, is the one. And I've done before about Abba. And, it's also been passed through the mirror to get the Abba. So I want to show you some more numbers. Let's tie some numbers to these letters. Okay, so here we go. I've showed you before about Abba and how Abba is AB, which is you, and this equals 3, right? And he goes through the mirror, okay? And he becomes the BA, okay? Alpha, beta, beta, alpha. It's concerning the ladder. Okay, notice how I did it on this side. A is 1, B is 2. Okay, we've also talked about the 3 just then because 1 plus 2 is 3. We've talked about 12 being for the cycle of the sun. Okay, so that's important when it comes to this. And I've shown you before how the sun is concerning the dice. Okay, the dice. Okay, yeah, so the sun cycle is concerning the dice, right? And the dice go up to 6 that you can see with the dot. They go higher than that. But, just for this video, let's just talk about Abba and how it's pertaining to the sun. 12. And here you go. Here's your 12. Okay, and so the dice, they're concerning the cycle of the sun. And it's also concerning AB and BA, right? So AB knows that they're going to go through the window because they've accessed the portal jack, right? And then when they come to the window, they're also the 21 jack in the box. And that's why you'll have like Jack Black, right? And Jack Black is concerning the black cube of Saturn. And then Jack Black becomes Blackjack of 21. Okay, so that's the journey of Jack in the Box. Okay, so the dice is concerning Sun Connect, whereas the stars, they're concerning Moon. I mean the cards are concerning Moon. Okay, so let's look at this real quick. How do we get that? Well, just right here. When you look at Jack as the Joker here, he's on the bicycle, right? And Jack is the king to be, right? He technically already is, though, because he has his crown here and he's riding the bicycle, which here you see the bicycle and it's talking about as above, so below. You've got your 4 angels for your 4 corners. I've showed you before. Now this is dealing with a ham communication, okay, because this is a pig snout. This is dealing with the elephant as well. This is dealing with the 8-point star. So these are all astrological stars. It's showing you how it works and how they come together. These represent the 3 moons that we have, Deimos, Phoebus, and then our moon, which is our moon Jack. Okay, and the clubs comes into play with the spade. Okay, and I can go more into that in another video. Now, another thing about the card showing you how they're pertaining to the moon is this symbol right here. And this symbol is pertaining to pi. This symbol is pertaining to the magnet, as you can see the magnet here. And when we have the word magnet, the magnet is showing you about, say, 10 as well, because 10 is 39, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. And I've done this quick illustration to show you about pi, how it can become this, how it can become this, and how it can become this regarding the deck of cards. Okay. And pi is pertaining to the cycle of 12 as well, with the zodiac. That's how these two tie together with the sun and the moon. Okay. Now here, there also are pirates. Okay. And they're the pi, which is the 7 and 9. right? And they're the rates. They're the ones who want to charge you for your vessel. They want to charge you taxes. These are the pirates. Silent E removed. Okay, so you have your pirates and you have your pirates. Okay, and they're a part of the story because the mice and the rats, the mouse, hickory dickory dock, and the rats, they're a part of the story. They fulfill pieces of the script too, you guys. So they're here for a reason, and it's to help us learn. Okay, we're here to learn about this place. Okay, so let me do some. I got my key here. This is my keys to the galaxy. It's got all my numbers on it. I can share this with you if you would like to know more. Okay, it's just full of so much information. Okay, so right away with Neo, you got your 14 for your N, your 5 for your E, and your O for 15. Okay, now right away in the first letter of Neo, you've got your A and D. A for 1, D for 4, and that's your say 10 right there, right off the bat. This is concerning say 10. On the Earth, because 5 is E, with the moon tag 6. Okay, so it's showing you how the moon plays in this system as well. Moon is for satellites, it's for communication. Okay, that's where the 10-4 comes in as well. Okay, now 1 equals 34. Let's do some star math. 3 plus 4 equals 7, king. 3 times 4 equals 12 for the 12-month calendar. Okay, and the 12 is also concerning the AB that goes through the mirror. Okay, and I've connected this already to Jack for you. Okay, and so we've done that. I've talked before about in some of my videos about the pit and Octomom. Right, we just did our star math, and I've shown you about the octopus before and Octomom. And this is an important symbol. People fly this on their flags, right? They're big ships. They're big shipments, right? Okay, and so the octopus, she's showing you the pit stops, and I've talked before about how Aquarius is a pit stop. Okay, we're literally in the pit right now. The zodiac is the pit in the material realm. But your armpits are here to remind you about Octomom. Okay, because this is an octopus's arms. Some people might call these the legs. Your legs kind of have a little pit in them as well. So, you know, there's reminders here all over to remind us about this. Okay. Now I've taken 1-1 here, which is a divine portal, because 1-1 equals 2-2. Okay, and there's lots in that too. 22. Catch 22. Okay, and I can do a whole other video on catch 22. But I want to talk about this right now and how it's pertaining to say 10. Okay, so say 10 is a 1 and a 0. Did you know, as a beast, we create most of our marks on a 2D perspective. Okay, so everything is flat. And we need to start trying to think about stuff about rearranging to turn it so we can find new dimension, like I've done down here and shown you how it can flip and turn. Same thing with this. When you take this 0 here, it's flat. Okay, but if you change your perspective, it becomes like this. Okay, so see how it could be like 0, and then you could turn it this way, and it becomes this. So essentially, say 10 can also become the 11. Okay, and that's where the 11-11 portal comes into play. It's 10 and 10, 11 and 11. Okay. And here's another quick thing I could do with the cubes. I've collected bells, I've collected spheres, I've collected circles, and now I've collected jacks, and I'm going to collect cubes. And so I've started out here just with a couple of cubes that you might want to start looking for. You've got your cubicle, okay, and this is where a lot of people work, under their fake lights all day. You've got your Maggie cube, which is a seasoning that all kinds of people use the Maggie cube, and the Maggie is pertaining to the Magi, the star readers. Cube can also become the cub. Okay, and then you've got your big box office. Okay, big box, pertaining to Jack in the Box. We're talking about the big boxes. And then you have your ice cube or your ice cub, and cub can become the cup. Okay. So there's lots of different things that we could play with when it comes to the cards.